Alright guys, welcome back to another PTCGO video, and I'm gonna get straight into the point because my throat is really sore right now, and I have some pretty bad coughing, so I'm trying to hold back some coughing. So yeah, I gotta take some cough syrup, lay down while this video is editing and rendering, whatever. Anyways, let's get into the video. Today guys, we're gonna be looking at a legacy deck that I do not see at all, which is really surprising considering this may be one of the best decks to play in Legacy, and here's why. So the deck is a RayBoar deck. Now, RayBoar has always been a very good deck, even before Legacy, back when like RayBoar, even I think I was watching some Puka videos, which kind of inspired me to make this deck in Legacy. But this deck, it's been around for a while in terms of being good, and no one really plays in Legacy. Like, I don't really see many RayBoar decks. People like playing Ray Eels more, which, don't get me wrong, it's a good deck, but I think RayBoar has a lot more potential than Ray Eels. Because one, Ray Eels, you have to chain multiple electrics, which can be a bit of a pain in the butt. And two, you get the benefit of fire types, which is very, very good because Virizion Genesect Celebi is one of the most popular Legacy decks right now. So when you have the benefit of having stuff like Reshiram in your deck and stuff like that, you can actually have a better matchup against Virizion Genesect. So I'm really surprised RayBoar doesn't see any play in Legacy. Like, no one talks about this deck. I even looked up Rayquaza on, I typed in Rayquaza Legacy, and, you know, all I saw was, like, Ray Eel decks. I didn't see a single RayBoar deck, so, I mean, hopefully this kind of gets people playing this deck, because this, in my opinion, has a lot of potential to be one of the best decks in Legacy, but no one plays it. Because I guess Ray Eels is a lot better, but I still think RayBoar has potential to be good. And this is the list I made. I don't know if this is the best list, but we'll look at it anyways. So, starting things off, Rayquaza-EX is your main attacker. It has the attack Dragon Burst. For a lightning and a fire, you can do 60 damage, and then you can discard either fire or light energy and do 60 more. So if you get 3 energies on it, it's just one shot on all the EXs. Now, we're not going to be using the lightning energy to discard, we're going to be using the fire energy with Emboar. And with Emboar, we can use the ability Inferno Fandango. Well, as often as you like during your turn, you can attach a fire energy from your hand to one of your Pokemon. And with this, we can just keep putting fire energies from our hand onto our Rayquaza. And we can keep using Dragon Burst and destroying our opponent. This is a very, very good ability. And the thing is people think Reshiram could be good and better because you got the benefit of not having to deal with Garbodor, because Typhlosion has a Poke Power, but, you know, Tool Scrapper's in the game, and that really does help you out a lot with Junk Arms, so I think Emboar could be better than Typhlosion for fire types. Now, again, the combo is get a Lightning on Rayquaza, and then get Emboar in play, and then just Inferno Fandango and take knockouts with Rayquaza. All you have to do is discard 3 fire energies. It's really not that hard to do, and it's a very powerful combo, and you're just going to be sweeping everything. Like, Rayquaza, it's not going to be hard to knock out, but we're going to make it easier for us with Keldeo-EX. Keldeo, we're going to be playing one of these. It's going to be really good with Russian. One thing is, you know, with Legacy, you do run into a lot of Hypnotoxic lasers, and with Junk Arm in the format, lasers become a huge problem against RayBoar, because, again, RayBoar, it's all about really, you know, consistently doing Rayquaza. You don't need to use the Russian and retreat in, like, the Ray Eels version where you have to retreat to the bench and then you do Dynamotor onto Rayquaza-EX. So, with Keldeo-EX, you can do Russian, but we're still going to use it because, you know, even though we don't really need to have Rayquaza on the bench to use Dragon Burst every turn, having Russian is very important, just in general, like, you know, in case, you know, Emboar gets not Lysander, reversaled, or, you know, red signaled, or, you know, just if we need to get out of poison or confusion or something like that, or maybe if we run into, like, deck and cover. So Keldeo is going to be very good in this deck, and it just makes it harder to knock out Rayquaza. I mean, Rayquaza with a laser Burbank City Gym, it really does add up over time, and it can give Rayquaza a run for its money, so Keldeo is going to make that a little easier for us. So that's what we got there. And some other Pokemon, we do play 2 Exeggcutes. Now, you're probably like, alright, well, you can Inferno Fandango every turn, but the only way to really do that every turn is Superior Energy Retrieval, which allows you to discard 2 cards from your hand, which, that's why we got the Exeggcutes to help us with that, so we don't have to discard important cards with it, and then you can put 4 basic energies from your discard pile into your hand. This, we can just grab the fire energies we just discarded with Dragon Burst, and then Dragon Burst again, and keep knocking stuff out. Very good combo. And Exeggcute, it's just there to help us with that. We also got it for Ultra Ball and, you know, Junk Arm especially. And, yeah, so Exeggcute is extremely good in this deck. If you start with it and you get Laser Burbank, well, too bad. We got Jirachi in the deck. Jirachi, Stellar Guidance, great ability. It's really good for getting Skyla, Rare Candy, Emboar. And we got 2 other attackers. Now, I wish I had more room to run in another one of these Pokemon, and that's Reshiram. Reshiram is a nice backup attacker, but it's also just a really good way to deal with Reshiram Genesect. Like, I'm not saying it's a bad match, but Reshiram is going to make your life a whole lot easier against those Reshiram Genesect decks. Since Reshiram Genesect, you know, you only lose one prize, and that's very important, because if you're consistently using Rayquaza on Genesect and they keep the G-Booster combo going with Junk Arms, you're not going to have an easy time. So Reshiram is going to help you against the Virizion Genesect decks. You're only giving up one prize, and I really want to run 2 of these, but I feel like having a Mewtwo in the deck is also important, because one, Mewtwo can be a great attacker with Inferno Fandango, because you can just put unlimited energies on Mewtwo and just destroy everything, but it's also good to deal with other Mewtwo's in the format. So I wish I found room for a second Reshiram, but I feel like Mewtwo is also important. You only need 1 Mewtwo in the deck. I don't think you need 2. So I think 2 Reshiram could be good in case of Virizion Genesect, because it is one of the most popular decks in Legacy at the moment. We got 3 Tepigs. We do have 1 Pignite. You can always take out Pignite, but I kind of like having it in the deck anyways, just in case. So yeah, that is that. We got the 3-1-3, or 3-1, yeah, you get my point. So anyways, those are all the Pokemon. We got 3 Rayquazas. You can always go with 2 Rayquazas, which might be good. You can take out a Rayquaza, maybe throw in next to Reshiram, or maybe throw in the Dragon's Exalted Secret Rare Rayquaza, or whatever that gets from Dragon Vault. Or maybe you could throw in, like, Reshiram-EX or something. I don't know. Anyways, those are the Pokemon. Get into the items. We got 1 Computer Search. This is great. Get us Rare Candy, Emboar. Just get us anything, really. Especially with Exeggcute. 2 Junk Arms. I want to run more Junk Arms, but I couldn't really find any room. But Junk Arm is always good to have. Gets you back superior energy retrievals. Gets you back the Rare Candies. Especially the Tool Scrappers and stuff like that. I want to run more, but I only found space for 2. 1 Level Ball. I want to run more Level Balls, because it's very important to Level Ball for Tepig and even Exeggcute. So I think 2 or even 3 Level Balls is even better, but I couldn't find room. 4 Rare Candies. I think you need 4 just so you can always ensure that you have an easier time getting that Rare Candy Emboar. 1 Super Rod. This is a card I kind of feel iffy on. It's really just here just to give you back like Emboars or like Rayquazas in case they ever got knocked out or something. Or like maybe your Reshiram. You can always take out Super Rod. I don't think it's as needed, so there's something you can take out. 4 Superior Energy Retrievals. This is how we're going to be doing Dragon Burst every turn for a knockout. 1 Switch. This is just in case our Float Stone gets to start off Keldeo, or just we need to use Switch in general. We do play 2 Tool Scrappers. Again, Garbodor is a huge problem for this deck, so Tool Scrapper is going to let us have an easier time against Garbodor. 2 of them is even, it's going to be really good. Since we got the 2 Junk Arms, we can use the 2 Tool Scrappers just so when Garbodor comes in, we can Tool Scrapper, and since we have 2, it helps us with that even more. 3 Ultra Balls. Ultra Ball is a very good card, also gets Exeggcute in the discard pile. And we got 1 Colress, great draw support, 2 and also great draw support. We got 3 Junipers, draw support again. Now, we do play 4 Professor Oaks in theory. I always like playing 4 of these since it's such a good draw card. But you can always take one out, throw in a 4th Juniper. 2 Skylas. I wanted to run more Skyla also, but again, a little tight on space. 2 Skylas. Again, we need it since we have a lot of important items in this deck like Superior Energy Retrieval, Rare Candy, stuff like that. 2 Float Stones. Again, Float Stones for Keldeo. And the energy count is 8 Fire Energies. 8, I think, is a really nice amount. All the RayBoar lists I've looked up beforehand always had 8, even though it's Legacy, 8 I think is a good amount, and 3 normal Lightnings. 2 might be a little better, but you could always risk 1 getting prized and I actually just remove them. But yeah, we do play the 3 Light Energies in the deck. I think it's a good amount. This is my RayBoar deck here I built on PTCGO. Again, I want to run more Reshiram, I want to run more Level Balls, I want to run another Junk Arm, I want to run more Skyla, but this just... I felt like I was tight on space. You can always modify the deck to your own liking. I mean, if you want, you can take out the Exeggcutes if you don't like them. You can always take out Rayquaza. You can always take out Mewtwo if you don't like it. I mean, you could always add a 4th Tepig. You could take out Pignite if you don't want it. I don't know. There's a lot of different options. But it's the list that I'm comfortable with right now here on PTCGO. And, dang, this was a long deck explanation. I'll see you guys in a few games with the deck. Catch you in a minute. Okay, guys, here we go with our first game with our deck. And, we'll see how it goes. And we lose the coin flip. Now, my opponent has this, like, theme deck kind of deck box, so I don't know if this is going to be a theme deck or not. If it is, it's a little annoying, because I'd like to actually get a good game. We start with Reshiram. Our hand's okay, though. I don't really like losing Junk Arm, but we do get to get an Exeggcute in the discard pile, so it's all good. We'll see what my opponent is playing. We see a Squirtle, so it looks like it is a Blastoise Keldeo deck. This is going to be a weird match. Just because Keldeo-EX actually can do quite a bit of damage to my thing. But no, he actually grabs an Articuno-EX instead. So I guess this is an Articuno Blastoise deck? I don't know. Either way, we'll try and win. With Keldeo-EX, I think it'll be a lot easier with, you know, to get around Frost Prison. My opponent plays Ether. What the heck? And he puts a Rocky Helmet on. He has no cards in his hand, which is really good. And we top deck a Juniper. Not really what I'm looking for. We'll have to Juniper our entire hand away. We could have Skyla'd for like a level ball, get Tepig, but there's no point. And sadly, we didn't get that good of a hand either. If my opponent gets a really good top deck here, he could win the game, which is kind of scary. So let's just hope that doesn't happen. And, I mean, if he top decks like a Juniper, then he can get Rare Candy, Blastoise, bunch of energies. But no, just an Ether. And it does find a Water Energy, which is a little annoying. But again, it still needs some energy. Plus, Reshiram can be sacrificial. We do get the Rayquaza, which is nice. Now, I'm actually going to still put a Water on because this is only doing 60 if he ever Blizzards me, which isn't a lot of damage, so we should be fine. I need to find a Tepig, though, this turn, so I can start getting my Emboar going. Alright, we find a Tepig, but we don't really find a good hand in the process. Now, next turn, we can knock out his Squirtle, which I do want to do because Blastoise can be a bit of a threat. And we'll see what happens. My opponent does find a Water. He can Blizzard me. And hopefully we can top deck something. We might be in a bit of a pickle here, since our hand isn't looking too good. Blizzard will not knock out my Reshiram, which is good. We'll see if we can top deck anything. Okay, we do have an Emboar. Now, okay. This actually works out perfectly. You know what? Next turn, we can just win. We can knock out his Articuno. So, let's just Outrage. We will do 140. It destroys his Articuno for a lot of damage. We are going to get knocked. Oh. I did not see that. I shouldn't have attacked. Rip. Well, we're gonna... Why'd I do that? I totally forgot about Rocky Helmet, but whatever. Our hand, though, it's looking fine. We will be able to knock him out. Oh, he actually ends me, which is great. If he does, he'll probably find a Water Energy. He needs a Plasma Energy, actually, for Frost Prison to work. If we can find Keldeo here, that'd be really good. We do find Mewtwo, which can help. But no, we just see him put a Water on. If he does find a Colress machine, he can paralyze me. But if not, we can knock him out. I mean, we already have the Superior in our hand, and things are looking good, so... We'll see. Nope, just a Frost Prison. It does hit me for 80, and you know what? It's all good. We can definitely play the Mewtwo down. Mewtwo can help us out a lot in this match, and I'd say we go with the Lightning attachment, and we will Propagation. I would like to have the other Exeggcute in the discard, but it's fine. We can Superior Energy Retrieval away. Sadly, a Professor Oak's new theory, but my opponent concedes the game, realizing that he can't really do much, and we just got the same reward we just got earlier. So see you guys in another match. Alright guys, here we go. First game, playing against, it looks like someone trying to gent, but you know what, I'm recording a video, so there ain't no gents going on here. And we do lose a coin flip, which is a bit of a bummer. Playing against a Virizion Genesect deck, which is not a terrible matchup. Rayquaza can do it, plus we got 2 Tool Scrappers, so G-Booster may not be a threat, so we can start with the Rayquaza. And we got a Level Ball for Tepig. We can maybe end my opponent, depending on what he starts with. We'll see, though. So, see what my opponent does start with. He starts with Genesect-EX. I'm glad it's not something like Celebi-EX. And I might just try and use Reshiram this game. We only play 1, though, so that could be a problem. He does play Mr. Mime down, which doesn't really matter. There's no, like, real reason that it's going to hurt us. There's a Juniper. Hopefully he discards a bunch of important cards. Tool Scrapper didn't really matter. I get, well, Keldeo, but whatever. Catcher's not bad either. So we see a Dual Ball. And Double Tails? Nope. 1 Tails. And he's going to grab a Celebi Prime. This Genesect could get attacking soon, which may be very bad. So let's hope it doesn't. If he has a Grass in his hand, I'm going to cry. And of course he does. So next turn we might lose the game. Well, no, we can play down Keldeo, but that's still really annoying. God, I hate Virizion Genesect so much. It's literally one of my least favorite decks to play in Legacy. So we'll play a Keldeo down. We may have to sacrifice him if need be, just so that Rayquaza can do his thing. We'll grab a Tepig. We'll see what's in the deck. Alright, Reshiram is in there. One thing you can always do, maybe you can take out a Rayquaza-EX, run 2, and maybe throw in another attacker, because Virizion Genesect is a bit of a problem. So let's just go with a Professor Oak's new theory. I don't want to end him, because he only has 5 in his hand, and you never know. Ooh. This hand sucks, so we're going to rush in. I don't think he plays lasers or anything, so I think we'll just rush in for now. And we may just have to go with that Juniper next turn. I could, next turn I can Ultra Ball for Exeggcute, or I can Ultra Ball for, like, maybe another Tepig or Reshiram. But, you know what, I could hold on to that for a second. There's a lot of stuff I can grab with Ultra Ball, so we're going to hold off on playing that for a minute. There's a random receiver. And he finds a Seeker. Ooh. That, I don't know if he'll play that. He definitely might have a Grass Energy. He will be able to Megalo Cannon me. And again, I don't mind losing Keldeo. It's not really a big deal. So there's the Junk Arm. Probably going to grab a Random Receiver right back. Unless he grabs something else. But I think he'll grab Random Receiver. He gets rid of Jirachi. He might grab Catcher. Nope, just a Dual Ball. Okay. So he definitely has like a supporter in his hand. There's a Dual Ball. And it gets one Tails, which is not bad. And he grabs Reshiram-EX, which, you know, again, doesn't really matter for Rayquaza because we aren't affecting him with special conditions. Reshiram is going to be really useful right now. There's a Bicycle for 2. If he plays Metapod, that would suck. Metapod could be a problem, but he just Forest Breath. And we're definitely getting knocked out here, unfortunately, because of the stupid Skyro Bridge. And another Dual Ball? And it gets, hopefully, 2 Tails? No, of course not. He'll probably grab a Genesect with this. Yeah. Now, G-Booster could be a problem, but we do play 2 Tool Scrappers, so that's a good thing. Plus, he already used a Junk Arm, so that's also a good thing. He does Colress only for 6, so if he doesn't play any cards here, I may just end him, because we do need to get an Emboar in play. He plays a Lugia-EX down of all cards, which is interesting. And, well, he doesn't play Deoxys, so it's not really that big of a deal, so we're going to get hit with a Megalo Cannon, probably. Nope, just a Colress Machine on the second Genesect. And we are going to get hit with Megalo Cannon, which sucks. Unfortunately, our Keldeo will go down, and that is a huge bummer. That's the problem with these RayBoar decks. You gotta get the Emboar out really soon in order to really get something going. And wow, the top decks could not have been any more better. We top deck the Rare Candy, and since we are going all in, actually no, we should end him to 4. What am I doing? We'll get rid of Professor Oak's New Theory and Superior Energy Retrieval. And I think we'll just grab Reshiram, because Reshiram would be great right now. We will end him to 4, and we need to get a good hand. I doubt we will. No, we don't get a good hand. Oh my god. Alright, well, this hand is not very good. We'll play the Exeggcute down, and we'll put a Light Energy on. I'm going to do something really weird here, but I'm actually going to just retreat the Rayquaza into the Exeggcute. I'm going to let him knock it out, just so that Execcute's in the discard pile. Sad we didn't get anything off of that end there. If we see a G-Booster and a Plasma Energy, we could get knocked out on the Rayquaza, but nope, just a switch into the Celebi. And there's a Professor Oak's New Theory. We really need to knock out that Genesect. So the Professor Oak's New Theory gets some more cards, which sucks, so that end of 4 did not do anything for us. We see a Forest Breath. Multiple Genesects in play is going to be very bad. And G-Booster is right around the corner. If he plays that down right now, though, that'd be fine. We do get hit with a Tool Scrapper, which is okay, I guess. We still have a Float Stone left in the deck. Now, I could play Mewtwo down, which wouldn't be bad, because that is another card that could knock out Genesect. But he already knocked out Keldeo, and I don't really want to risk having another EX down on the field for Red Signal to have in place. So I'm actually not going to bother playing the Mewtwo down. He's still hitting the Emboar, which is fine. We can always try and get another Emboar in play. He will knock out Exeggcute, but we can play down Jirachi, and we may have to end him. I don't know. We'll see. What are we going to get as a top deck? We get a Fire Energy. I mean, we could always just retreat and then go with a Blue Flare and knock him out, which, you know what, may not be the worst of ideas. So, hold on. We'll just Inferno Fandango. I don't even know. I mean, we can go for the Blue Flare or the Dragon Burst. We need 3 energies regardless to knock him out. So, yeah, I think the Blue Flare is the best route. He won't be able to respond with immediate knockout. So, we'll play Mewtwo down anyways. I mean, it really doesn't matter at this point, I feel like. Especially now that we're playing Jirachi down. So, yeah. And we'll go for the Juniper. I mean, I could end him to... Actually, I could have grabbed Colress instead. A bit of a dumb move there, but... We'll go for the Juniper play, and we'll see how much... Okay, we do find a Float Stone, which is nice. We can play the Float Stone on. We will get a knockout here. So we can go the Inferno Fandango. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. But we will Inferno Fandango 2 energies onto our Reshiram. We will retreat Rayquaza, and I guess we'll attach a Lightning to Mewtwo. I don't really have any plans to play down that other Rayquaza. We'll go the Blue Flare for the knockout. If it doesn't knock out my Reshiram again next turn, we can Junk Arm and maybe go from there. We'll take 2 prizes, see what they're going to be. Ultra Ball and a Fire Energy. Fire Energy is really good to see. We do have Skyla, and that is going to have to be our supporter for the turn. We can probably grab Superior Energy Retrieval with it. It brings up Celebi Prime. Now, if you want to sacrifice Celebi, that's okay. We'll see if he does or not. He's going to need a G-Booster to knock me out, and if not, Rayquaza can come in and knock out his Genesect, and then he'll actually be in a really rough spot. Unless he does do some crazy combo. I really wish I had an N right now, though, so after we could do this hand, we could N him to 3, maybe hurt him a little bit. I still might use this game anyways. It's still a really good game, in my opinion, so I'm probably still going to use it. But, I mean, he can attack me Genesect, but it won't knock me out. There's a Junk Arm. He's probably going to grab Random Receiver. He doesn't have G-Booster in his discard. As long as he doesn't G-Booster Reshiram, I should be fine. I mean, we can still knock him out with Rayquaza, and either way, we will be good, unless he ends me. End could be a problem. I mean, it is only 4 cards, so, you know, it could be worse. Who knows? We'll see, though. He's definitely Junk Arming for a Random Receiver, or he might grab either Random Receiver or Tool Scrapper. He might just want a Tool Scrapper with a Float Stone off of us. Or he might grab Random Receiver. No, Bicycle. I didn't even know that was in his discard. He does play Bicycle. Draws 2 extra cards. Alright. And I mean, if he doesn't have a supporter, this is going to be fine. And if he wants to keep his Celebi inactive, that's also fine. Oh, but we do see the red signal. Reshiram is still a good attacker regardless, and he brings up the Emboar. It's still living, though, so that's fine. And if he gets G-Booster here, I am going to be in some trouble. Even with Mewtwo, it's still ugly. Alright, okay, our hand's okay. There's a Smeargle. He might go for Portrait, but if he doesn't knock me out here, nope, okay, fine, no knockout. We can definitely use Junk Arm, and we can Junk Arm for a Float Stone, and we will be able to retreat our Emboar. Now, Emboar is 1 Megalo Cannon away from being knocked out, but I should be okay. There's this, okay, you know what, that makes it even better. So, let's play Propagation. And let's go for the Junk Arm. And we'll just get rid of Exeggcute and I guess Ultra Ball. We're going to do the Superior and get rid of the Emboar, so it's not a big deal. We can grab ourselves a Float Stone. And we can play that onto Emboar. We can play Propagation again. Alright, boy. Now, the question here is... Okay, well, actually, there is no question. We're going to knock him out with Reshiram. Deny him the prizes. We'll grab 2 fires. I will need to get another Tepig and play, though, so I can try and get another Emboar. So let's retreat into Emboar. Let's play the Inferno Fandango. And let's put 2 fire energies onto our Reshiram. And we can hit him with a Blue Flare for the knockout. We can also Professor Oak's New Theory. Give us a bit of an edge here. See what we can get. Tepig would not be bad. Hey, speak of the devil. We got the Tepig. We do have a Tool Scrapper too, so if he does try to pull anything, we'll put a Lightning on Mewtwo. Just charge that up. You never know when Mewtwo can come in here. Let's Blue Flare, take out his Genesect. Leave him in a really awkward spot. He has no other Genesects in play. And we'll take 2 prizes. I don't want to see a supporter off of this. Oh, crap, a supporter. He's going to go for Smeargle. Yeah, that's why I didn't want a supporter to get off of that. Especially now it's a Juniper. That is really bad. But the thing is, you know what? We took out 2 Genesects. And with Reshiram still in the active, I feel safe. Especially now that we have a Tepig. You know what? Our hand actually is not bad. I'll still take it. Now, the thing is, my opponent can either get knocked out by Rayquaza. We can easily knock him out with Mewtwo at this point. There's a lot going for us right now. And, I mean, I kind of regret taking out the Pokemon Reversal, but it's fine, I guess. We do have Tool in our hand. I mean, our hand is really good right now. It's really nice. We can Tool Scrapper off any G-Boosters. He does do Colress Machine. Finds a Plasma. Now, if he is able to Force Breath and Switch, he can attack us, but it still won't knock us out. Even if he takes out Emboar, again, we have Computer Search. Unless Emboar is prized. I don't know if it is, but there is a Bicycle. Not really grabbing anything. Now, unfortunately, the Portrait will be for the Juniper. And he does actually dump a Junk Arm, which is nice to see in the discard pile, I'm not going to lie. So that's a good thing. Again, if he finds a G-Booster, he can knock us out. But that's not a big deal because Rayquaza can easily knock him out. He brings up Celebi. Smart play. He's obviously looking for that Celebi. He's going to Force Breath. He needs a Switch, which he could have. He can Junk Arm for it. He might play an extra Switch in his deck. Yep, there's a Switch. Now, it won't knock me out, and that's... Oh, there's G-Booster, and if he plays a Plasma Energy... Nope, alright, G-Booster. And luckily, he's not going for Megalo Cannon, so the Emboar does live. And we basically win the game. Like, we have the win. So we bring up Rayquaza, and this is why I love RayBoar so much. You can do a lot of fun plays. So, we'll do this. We'll Tool Scrapper off the G-Booster, and we'll say bye-bye to that. You have no more access to that. And we will Inferno Fandango. And we can easily just Computer Search for an energy, I guess. Alright, so we'll boom, put a Fire Energy on. Put a Fire Energy on. And we will go with the computer search. We'll just get rid of Rare Candy and Rayquaza, doesn't matter. And we can just grab a Fire Energy, and it will be game. And even if not, we can grab Superior Energy Retrieval, and it will be game. But no, there is the Fire Energy. And you know what, boys and girls, we can... Yep, then my opponent concedes the game before I can do that, of course. And what are we going to get off of our prize box? Ticket. Now, that was a really interesting game. It's pretty close. So yeah, I'll see you guys in another game of the RayBoar deck, I guess. Alright guys, here we go with another match. My opponent actually recognized me, and we win the coin flip, which is good. I'm going to send a heart right back. And yeah, we'll see how this game goes. We get a really weird hand. Oh, I don't want to start with Tepig. Whoops, I'm going to start with that. My phone is ringing some random number. I'm just going to let that ring. I don't even care. If you guys can hear it, rip my boy Harambe. So, our hand is okay. I don't really like losing 2 rare candies. That really will hurt us. But with Junk Arm and Exeggcute going in the discard, it's fine. My opponent might be putting Virizion Genesect again, which, again, not a terrible matchup. My phone is still ringing. Vancouver, British Columbia. Boy, I don't even live in Vancouver. Like, what the heck? It's probably some phone provider. We'll draw an extra card. Ooh, Jirachi. Okay, well, my opponent starts with Wurmple. We actually have a Professor Oak in theory, but honestly, guys, I still think the best play is to do the Juniper just to get the Exeggcute in the discard pile. Maybe it's questionable, but it's fine. We can play the second Rayquaza down. I guess we can put a Lightning onto him. We can play the second Tepig down for sure. And we can pass the turn. We can end next turn. And we can probably just win the game by a Dragon Burst. So that's also a good thing. Crushing Hammer. I knew my opponent played that. Oh, nope. But he gets Tails. Sweet. Laser. Okay, now Keldeo is going to be a priority. That might get heads. No. Alright, we still might be able to win. Burbank. That's fine. We need to find the Keldeo. Sleep Poison. Oh, it does get heads. If I don't wake up, we actually win. We actually won't be able to win the game. And wow. Alright, now we're going to need to find my boy Keldeo. So, let's put the Fire Energy on. Let's go with the N. I hate to end him away, but whatever, it's fine. My phone stopped ringing finally. There's Keldeo, and there's an Emboar, but no way we're going to be able to get out of this. So, let's play Russian. And, I mean, our hand is pretty weird. Like, I mean, we can Russian, but... yeah, okay, I need to hold on to Keldeo. We'll pass for now. We'll let the Rayquaza take the poison damage. We do have the Emboar in our hand, and you wake up when I can't win the game. Come on, Rayquaza. I'm going to smack you across the head. Now, I didn't end him, which is a bit of a dumb... Well, not dumb, because I had no choice, but I did end him, so he has a new hand now. And that definitely could backfire. We'll see, though. There's an Ultra Ball. My opponent will be able to grab... I think he plays Genesect. I mean, that's fine because we do have Reshiram and even Emboar to a degree. He does grab Mewtwo, which is fine. We got Mewtwo in the deck. We got all kinds of counters for the meta. And he just put a Psych Energy on, and he plays Scramble Switch. He can actually knock me out, which is a little unexpected, and it's Professor Oak's in theory. If we don't get a top deck here, this could be bad. I don't know. We need a top deck badly. He plays a Roselia down. X-Ball, sadly, will knock me out with the poison damage, which sucks. And that's really bad. So we'll bring up the Tepig. Sadly, we lost Rayquaza early on. But if we can top deck an Embo, wow. Okay, that top deck could not have came at a better time. But we're only doing 60 damage. So, you know what? We'll still go for it. You know why? Because we can. So, we can retreat Emboar. Sadly, we are not knocking out Mewtwo, but you know what? We can still do the 60 damage, which is fine. So, let's put the energy on. And let's go for Dragon Burst, and we can get rid of the Lightning. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Lightning Energy, actually, because we do have a Lightning in our hand, and we can still attack him next turn, so it's all good. We need to desperately find a top deck soon, though, or this could go south really quickly. So, Rose Raid's coming down. I don't even know what that does. When you use this power, touch a grass energy from your... when you played from Rose Raid, I get confused. Luckily, we got Keldeo, though, so it's fine. Keldeo, you know what? You'll play a nice role of maybe helping Sacrifice. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, we need to top deck, like, a supporter ASAP. And if we don't, it would be bad. My opponent does go with the Confusion. So we won't be able to hit Mewtwo again for 60. But we can rush in, and maybe we can top deck something. Yeah, I don't like that. We're just going to have to let Keldeo sit here and take a beating. There's nothing else I can do. I mean, I could attach the Lightning to Rayquaza, but we see him play Crushing Hammer, so I'm going to hold off on that. Superior Energy Retrieval for Fire Energies is way more important than Superior for Lightning. Well, that doesn't really matter because we still get the Lightning and 3 fires, but you know what? We're still going to hold off on that. My opponent does play the effective Roserade. We are going to get hit with X-Ball, only for 40. 70. Alright. Come on, top deck. Yeah, boy! We can put the thing on. We will go with the Professor Oak's new theory. Switch and a few fires would be great. Well, that's fine, I guess. We can do this. We can get a second Emboar in play, but hold on, we can do a propagation. Okay. Okay, what can we do? We can computer search for Float Stone. Oh, this is weird. I mean, I could junk arm, but there's nothing to junk arm for. I mean, I could computer search, but there's nothing to computer search for. I mean, I could still take the knockout, so... Okay, well, we'll do it. Alright. We'll get rid of the egg and the Tepig. We won't need you guys anymore, so peace out. Let's grab Switch or Float Stone. I really want Float Stone. Yeah, let's grab Float Stone instead. We would have grabbed Switch, but Float Stone is 20 times more important right now. We can play the Float Stone onto Keldeo. We can rush in and retreat into Rayquaza. And since we're knocking him out, we might as well just go for the rare candy, because we can junk arm for computer search next turn, and with the 2 prizes, we can, you know, all do kinds of stuff. So let's go with an Inferno Fandango. Luckily, we had 1 last energy to take the knockout. This is going to be really good. Roserade, I have no clue what you do. 20 times the amount of energy on Roserade. Okay, that's not really that big of a deal. So let's go Dragon Burst, discard all my fires, knockout his Mewtwo. And we will be taking our 2 prizes, and hopefully there's something good. So let's see our 2 prizes. What are they going to be? Skyla, I like that, and Fire Energy. That is also great. Now, Roserade only needs 2 energies to knock out instead of like 3 with Mewtwo. So I think we're in a good spot right now. If we get one more attacker going, like a Reshiram would be great, because he is weak to fire. So, I don't know. We'll probably Skyla for a supporter, and then do whatever. I don't know. It's a weird spot. To be in. Our hand is weird. Our top deck could be anything, though, so you never know. Alright, now the Exeggcute in the discard pile is really helping us right now, so you can kind of see how important Exeggcute is. He does poison me, and he can power blow for possibly 60. Luckily, I do survive with enough HP to live. Okay, yeah, this is pretty bad, so let's rush in with Keldeo. And let's decide what we want to do. So we can definitely get a computer search going. So, I think I'm going to do that. Skyla, you're not really that important. I could grab Superior Energy Retrieval, but we need to get something going here. So, we're going to have to play Computer Search instead. So, we'll get rid of Skyla and my boy Exeggcute. We can grab Computer Search, and we will be able to Exeggcute, get rid of Skyla. We can always do a Inferno Fandango onto Rayquaza. I don't really know if I want to do that, though. Keldeo is already weak also, which is a bit of a hazard. So, we'll do this. And we can grab a Professor Juniper. There he is. 1 left. And we do have some Professor Oaks left, so that's fine. So let's go with an Inferno Fandango onto the Rayquaza. And we will put that on. And if we get another Fire Energy, which, I mean, let's face it, that's going to happen, we will be able to knock out Roserade. Alright, so what are we going to get? Wow, I could not have jinxed myself even harder. I didn't even get a Superior Energy Retrieval. Whew, that is bad. But, you know what? It's fine. We can always retreat into Reshiram. And I'm just gonna Ultra Ball and dump the Emboar and the Exeggcute, I guess. I just want to get rid of these 2 cards. We don't really need them anymore. And plus, we can thin out the deck a little bit. So get rid of these guys. And we can grab, I guess, Mewtwo. Why not? Sure, Mewtwo. I could have grabbed Exeggcute, but it's fine. And I think I'll just pass for now. My opponent attacks me, we can Outrage and knock him out, and we'd only be giving up 1 prize. My opponent plays a Sharon, or a Charon, or whatever you want to call him. Sharon, Baron, I don't know. Now he plays a Wurmple down, which is a little interesting. Again, I don't know if he plays Dustox or not. I don't really remember what Dustox does. I know there's the one from Roaring Skies, which never really saw much play. He does poison me, which if... I think that knocks me out. Nope, it doesn't. Alright, I'm fine. Alright, sweet. Now, again, we can always rush in and retreat and all that good stuff. So, let's just play the Mewtwo down for the lulz. Let's do a rush in. And we will play Professor Oak's new theory. I really want to use my Tool Scrappers, but I can't because I'd be getting rid of important stuff, but look at, pardon me, oh my god, but look at that. We can do a lot. We will knock him out. Now, I'm going to knock him out with Reshiram just because Rayquaza would be a little stupid. So we'll get rid of Ultra Ball. I mean, I could have Ultra Balled, maybe, and grabbed Exeggcute, but it's fine. We will take a knockout here with my boy. So we'll take back all my energies. We'll attach a Lightning to Mewtwo. We will retreat into Reshiram. And we will do an Inferno Fandango. And, pardon me, my throat is really sore right now, so I might be coughing a little bit. That's probably why my voice sounds a little more quiet, because, again, my throat is a little sore. But whatever, we can take him out without rage. And, yeah, we can do this. Our hand is looking good. We can Superior Energy Retrieval. The energy's back, and everything will be fine. So we can take a prize card, and it's taking that long to take a prize, but we managed to pull it off. We got the prize. Now, we do have Junk Arm in our hand, which, if we see a Tool Scrapper, we can get it back, so a lot of things. We got 13 cards left in our deck, so we got to be careful, but we see a DCE going on. Now, if he gets heads on this Sleep Poison, Reshiram will get knocked out, which is going to be a funny scenario. We do see a Juniper getting rid of some cards, and we see a Roserade, Crushing Hammer. We might have to play the Junk Arm now for the Superior. Never mind, it's fine. And we see a Level Ball. Okay, what's the Level Ball going to... I might actually just attack with Mewtwo. I mean, Rayquaza at this point is kind of suicidal with only 20 HP remaining, so Mewtwo, you're going to have to be the guy that does all the dirty work. So we see a Bicycle, and, I mean, Mewtwo's knocking him out, so I don't even think I need to play the Juniper quite yet. There's really no need to, especially with the Super Rod being needed and stuff like that, but he does laser me, so Reshiram will unfortunately get knocked out. And there's a Level Ball, and you got Roserade. So the Roserade will come down. Now, yeah, there's really no point playing Juniper right now. I think I can hold off on playing it just for a moment. Sleep Poison does get head, so either way we would have been knocked out. But, Reshiram, you may go down, but you played a big role in helping me. So, we'll just bring up the Mewtwo. And again, like, there's really no point in doing much else. Actually, there is. We can attach, because there's really no point in doing anything else. I'm actually going to Super Rod back some Pokemon. We're going to get back Reshiram, we're going to get back Jirachi, and we'll just get back the Light Energy, I guess. Those are 3 cards that I actually kind of do want in the deck, the Reshiram especially. So we'll just knock him out with X-Ball. There's no point in doing anything else. I don't really think I need to play the Junk Arm. I want to hold on in that just for a minute. We got the Fire Energy, nice, not bad. Alright, so we are short, yeah, so that's why I'm not playing the Junk Arm. There's already one in our discard. He does play the Roserade down. Again, Keldeo's in place, so we can kind of negate that Roserade's effectiveness. A Psychic going on, and it does get heads again. Wow, this guy's getting lucky with those Wurmples. I'm telling you right now, Wurmple may be the face of the new meta of Legacy Kappa. And we do wake up, but it doesn't matter. We're going to rush in and retreat anyways. And I'm actually not, and my opponent concedes the game. I was going to say I'm not going to actually attach... I'm not going to put more energies on Mewtwo just because of any threat of him playing a Mewtwo. But that was that game. And I guess we'll see you guys in another game with the RayBoar deck. See you in a minute. Alright guys, here we go with another game. My opponent says hello. And I'll say hello right back. And we'll go for heads. I feel like it is going to be heads. Probably not. Nope, of course not. Well, that's fine. My opponent says smiley face. And I guess I'll hit him with a smiley face too. Boy, let's hit him with that smiley face. Now, unfortunately, we don't go first. So turn 2 Emboar, Rip the Dream. My opponent's playing Psychic and Lightning. So, could be Electric Mewtwo, which... not a bad matchup, but we'll see if whatever my opponent is playing. I think it's going to be like an Electric Toolbox deck, to be honest with you. So we'll see what it is. And alright, our hand is not that good. We do have Skyla, but no way to get Tepig out, which is a bit annoying, because we do need to get that Tepig out as soon as possible. So maybe 4 Tepigs could be good again. I think one thing you could do is take out a Rayquaza. You don't need 3, but since it is a RayBoar deck, we are going to play 3. Again, you could always maybe take out a Rayquaza, throw in an extra Tepig, throw in an extra Level Ball, or maybe a Dual Ball or Pokemon Collector. Pokemon Collector would actually be pretty good, but you know what, it's fine. We can start with the Reshiram, which is preferably your preferred starter with the deck, to be honest. And, yeah, we will, I guess, we'll play Keldeo. We have Switch in our hand, and I don't know what I'm going to Skyla for. My opponent is going first, so he could always end me, so I think I'm going to play the Keldeo down, just so that we have it in play, because it's very important to have. And my opponent says Shocked Face, and alright, we see an Electabuzz. I'm going to say Shocked Face. I don't know. I guess I'll reply with a Shocked Face too. I don't know if my opponent recognizes me or not, but we do see the Electabuzz putting down... well, not... what am I saying? We see the Verbank, and then we see the Laser. We do have Keldeo and Switch, and with Keldeo in play, regardless, it's going to be good. Garbodor, again, it's not a big deal for this deck because we do play the Tool Scrappers and the Junk Arms. But I don't know what my opponent is playing. We see Electabuzz, we see Psychic types, so I don't know. But we'll find out what my opponent is playing in just a minute, I'm guessing. There's a Professor Oak's New Theory. Wish it was an N. That'd be really nice. I mean, maybe we could top deck something good. We maybe top deck like a Juniper, and then I can Skyla for Level Ball, and we can, play the Level Ball. We plays another Electabuzz down. Hopefully we see some EXs come into play so Rayquaza can hit them. And, alright, we do wake up. Nice. Alright, so what are we going to top deck? Jirachi. Wow, that could not have been any better. So we'll go with a Skyla for sure. And we will grab a Level Ball. Yes, it's in the deck. Okay, good. And I think, again, this turn, we'll just take the time to just try and get an Emboar in play. Again, we can always maybe top deck Rare Candy, which could be nice. So all of my Rayquazas in the deck. And we have a few Emboars in the deck, too, just in case we have to play a Juniper. So we'll put the Fire Energy on. And, I mean, we could just let him hit me for 10, but we'll rush in instead. And we'll play the Switch just to get rid of the Poison. Like, the Poison is just a pain in the butt to deal with, so I'm just going to do that anyways. Next turn, we can Jirachi. And we might have to grab Juniper because we need a fresh hand of 7. Losing Super Rod. Again, Junk Arm, and losing the Emboar, especially the shiny one, not very good, because I love my shiny Emboars. And we see a Lightning going on to the second Electabuzz. Trubbish, he does play Garbodor, so that's going to be a very big problem. But it's all good because we got the 2 Tool Scrappers for a reason. So he does hit me for 10, and that doesn't put him in damage of being knocked out. Really top deck. We're going to have to play Professor Oak's New Theory now. There's no way I'm Junipering away 2 Emboars and a Super Rod. That's just not happening. So we'll grab the Professor Oak's New Theory. We will play it. And a Tool Scrapper would actually be really good right now. Nope. But we will actually get an Emboar in place. So we will Ultra Ball away the Retrieval and the Rare Candy. And we will definitely get ourselves a big bad Emboar. Now, again, we aren't really using Inferno Fandango this turn. So Garbodor won't really affect us too much for the time being. If he even plays Garbodor, I mean, maybe he just plays Float Stone. I'm pretty sure it's Garbodor, though. So let's just Outrage. Not going to knock him out, but it's going to do 60. And next turn, what we really will want to get is going to be that Tool Scrapper. And especially if he gets Garbodor in play, because then we won't be able to use Inferno Fandango. But if we find that Tool Scrapper, we will be able to do that. There's a Pokemon Catcher, and we'll see what he brings out. He does bring out the Emboar. He does Laser it. Keldeo, where you at? It does get Tails, which is fine. He does Light Punch me, and that's fine by me. So he doesn't get Garbodor. And we do get a Pignite top deck. That's fine. I don't really mind getting rid of Pignite right now since we already have an Emboar in play. Alright, we do find the second Tepig. But no real way to actually retreat my boy Emboar. And that's bad. Actually, what am I saying? We can just do this, right? Plus the energies are in the discard, which is also a good thing. So we can rush in. We can Inferno Fandango onto the Keldeo, and again, putting energies in the discard pile isn't a bad thing with this deck for the superior energy retrieval, so we'll put the fire energies onto my boy Keldeo. We will retreat Keldeo into the Reshiram, and we will knock him out with Outrage, and there's no point playing Super Rod because, again, we'll need it for Emboar, and also, we want those energies to discard for superior energy retrieval. We get an Ultra Ball top deck, which is good. We can get an Emboar out again next turn, which is going to be amazing. Opponent brings out the Electabuzz. He hasn't really gotten many good top decks. And it's not really letting him show off his deck too well, which is a little bad. My opponent says a Frown Face. I'm going to say Frown Face, but I feel bad. He does Laser me. Again, that could be a problem because Keldeo doesn't have Float Stone yet. But again, we can always just rush in. And he does do 10. I mean, I really do kind of want to see what my opponent is playing. In all honesty, I do feel bad. Pardon me. Oh, there's a Float Stone. Wow. So let's just go for the Professor Oak's New Theory. I mean, we could get a second Emboar in play, but it's fine. We'll go with the Pont. And we'll see what we get. There is Rayquaza. We will be able to rush in and retreat. How many energies are in a discard pile? 2. Yeah, I don't think I want to do the thing yet. We're just going to go for a blue. Actually, no, Outrage. We'll put a Lightning on by accident. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. We have Tool Scrapper in our hand, but we'll hold on to that for a minute. We'll just go with an Outrage, and then we can set up a blue Flare just in case of like a Garbodor round. We'll see. But yeah, we'll take a prize, and it's a Skyla. Not bad. But we basically at this point are set up. My opponent does bring up the Trubbish. And we will probably see him concede. It looks like he's not really top decking too well. Which, bit of a bummer because, again, I would have liked to have played out this game. But sadly, it's just top decks and Legacy can be rough, especially without Via Seeker and Shaman. And oh my god, I'm trying to hold back a cough right now, which is bad. I'm gonna have to go take some cough syrup after this. Sip some lean. I'm just joking. Don't do lean. Don't do lean. It's really bad for you. Yeah, my opponent probably loses the game. Nope, he does play the Garbodor, shiny Garbodor too. But sadly, we will be able to Blue Flare and knock him out. I feel bad. My opponent says you have a good deck. I'm gonna say you have a good deck too. Even though it might be a little rude, but okay, the emo didn't even register, which sucks. But you know what? I'll include this game in the video, and this guy does see it. If he is a fan, he will be able to see it. We do get an Ancient Origins pack, which is locked. So there you go. We actually can open that. I'm gonna actually see what my opponent's deck was first. Raichu, Marie, Ampharos, Electrify. Yeah, I feel bad. I really wish he actually got his deck going. That would have been pretty cool. You never know. It could have been a challenging match, you know. And looks like he sent a friend request. I'll accept that in a minute. If it is a friend request, it might just be like someone messaging me or like a private trade or something. Alright, so we'll accept that in just a sec. Let's open up this Ancient Origins pack. And we'll see what is inside of it. Hopefully, I'm fingers crossed for a little freaky deaky. No, I'm just joking. I'm not an Negan. But fingers crossed for a Giratina or a Lugia-EX Full Art. Full Art Lugia would be great because I am looking into a Lugia deck. Regirock and Regice. We got 2 Regis in one pack. Not really what I wanted, but yeah, we'll see you guys in another game with the deck in just a sec. Alright guys, here we go. And this might be the final match with the deck. I don't know. We'll see. And we win the coin flip. We're playing against a water deck, so this is most likely a Blastoise Keldeo deck. And that's going to be an interesting game. Keldeo can do some damage to Rayquaza, especially since it can easily one-hit knock out us. So that can be a problem, but we'll try and prevent that. I don't know. We'll see how the game goes. And alright, so we see my opponent plays sorts of Feraligatr Prime deck. It's definitely not the list I had from my old Legacy video on Feraligatr Prime. Plays like Laser and Verbank and Rock Guard and Revive, I think I saw. I don't even know, but whatever. He's mulliganing, which is really good. If we can get an Ultra Ball, we can definitely get that Exeggcute in the discard pile, which I'm definitely looking into doing. Now, my opponent plays 3 Pokemon down off of their start, which is pretty insane. And we'll see what they're going to start with, but hopefully we get like an Ultra Ball or something. Nope. Oh, come on, I don't need you. Professor Oak's New Theory. Alright, and sadly we do not get anything off of that. I mean, we could Jirachi and grab like an Ultra Ball, which, you know what? Let's do it. Let's Jirachi for Ultra Ball. Maybe a weird play, but, you know, we're good. We got Professor Oak's. Wait, Jirachi for Skyla. What am I saying? Oh my god. I think I've turned into a dummy. Like, what am I saying? We can Skyla for Ultra Ball. Wow, I am not really thinking today, am I? Alright, well, we can definitely grab a Tepig with this, and not only are we going to get our things in the discard pile, we're also going to be setting things up for later, so let's get rid of the Exeggcute and the Fire Energy, and we will get ourselves a Tepig. So all the Emboars are in the deck, and it looks like 1 Rayquaza is prized. We do have Mewtwo-EX, which is also going to be really good against Keldeo. Again, Keldeo can easily one-shot us, so we definitely got to watch out for that. So, yeah, I'm going to pass. Can't do anything else. I think that was a good play. Professor Oak's Theory could have screwed me over anyways, so I'm glad I went with that. If we get a Light Energy, we can definitely knock out his Manaphy, which is going to be nice. So it's probably going to go for a Deep Sea Swirl. We do see a Reversal. Tails. Okay, good, I got Tails. Now, my opponent plays Blastoise and Feraligatr Prime from the looks of it, because I saw the Feraligatr, so he definitely plays like Feraligatr, so I don't even know anymore. And, okay, we do top deck an Energy. Sadly, we don't get an Emboar, but it's fine. We can Professor Oak's New Theory and maybe get it. Yep, there we go. Nice. So we can Rare Candy into Emboar. And I guess we can Computer Search. And we can grab another thing that we might need. So let's go with a Propagation. We can Computer Search away the Emboar again, I guess. Yeah, we'll grab, we could grab either, like, another Tepig or maybe, like, Mewtwo. Yeah, let's just grab Mewtwo. Mewtwo will be a really nice Pokemon to have in this matchup. And we can play him down, and we can go with a Dragon Burst for the knockout, getting rid of that Fire Energy, knocking out his poor little Manaphy. I mean, even Reshiram can be good this match, because Blue Flare can do a lot of damage. So anyways, we get a Superior Energy Retrieval off of our prize. Not really what I wanted to see, but it's fine. Now, we can definitely knock out this Keldeo this turn. It's possible. If he does actually, no, he concedes the game. Damn. I'm telling you, man, this deck really makes people concede. It's either the conceders or the gensers. Really annoying, but you know what? We were able to get that turn 2 Rayquaza Emboar going. That's all we really need to show off. And, you know, I think this will end the video off here, guys. I've been playing for a little bit, and, you know, it's just, there's a lot of people gensing, and it is making it hard to record. And then I'm getting people like that just immediately conceding once I get, like, the Emboar Rayquaza combo ready to go. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And this is definitely one of my new favorite legacy decks right now, RayBoar. I'm really liking this deck, so it's definitely something that you can try out. Oh, whoops. It's definitely something you can try. I don't know if you saw that or not. I accidentally went to my desktop by accident because my laptop sucks. But yeah, this, you know, it's one of my favorite decks out right now in Legacy because no one's really playing this deck right now. I don't know why. I don't know why many people aren't playing RayBoar. I think it's a lot better than Ray-Eels, if I'm going to be quite honest with you. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, hit like, but don't forget to subscribe for more PTCGO content. My throat is killing me right now. I need to, like, take some cough syrup and lay down because holy cow, my throat's killing me. And, yeah, I'll catch you guys on another PTCGO video. Peace out.